Hello, my dear children. Today we will talk about another feature of the modern world, which is more related to the outgoing reality. And it will be about the desire of many people to move away from the rapidly approaching changes, which they perceive as a danger. By and large, this is a fear of the future, which is characteristic of most of the inhabitants of the earth. To feel safe, a person needs guarantees in the form of permanent housing, reliable work, financial savings, political and social stability. If people feel that such guarantees are leaving their lives, they have internal anxiety, which gradually develops into constant stress. This is what is happening now with the majority of the inhabitants of the earth, as many of them feel that the coming changes deprive them of their usual way of life and, most importantly, the guarantees of peace of mind and at least relative well-being so important for them. And this feeling spreads to the representatives of both realities on earth, to those who cling to the old world of the third dimension with all their might, and to those who strive to escape from it with all their soul. Why is this happening? First of all, because for millennia fear has been the fundamental energy responsible for human survival in a three-dimensional world. It was fear that pushed people to many actions that were contrary to their true desires. The main allies of fear have always been the mind and the ego of man, who speak to him their advice and dictated ways to survive in the dual world, those that met the standards and rules established in it. Thus, in order to gain guarantees of their stable existence, most of the inhabitants of the earth work on an unloved but reliable job, acquire a lot of unnecessary things, save money in anticipation of a better future, which for many does not come, instead of spending them enjoying life here and now. And now, when people are intensely frightened by non-existent threats in the form of terrible epidemics, climate change, economic instability, financial difficulties, military aggression, sticky fear begins to come out of their subconscious, depriving them of the ability to think adequately and literally undermining the voice of their heart and soul. This fear is especially painfully felt by the low-vibration inhabitants of the earth, whose consciousness is completely in the captivity of the three-dimensional world. As for the awakened part of humanity, they also did not pass this cup, because few people managed to clear their subconscious of the fear of the future that has lived there for centuries, and especially fear for their loved ones and children. Therefore, only a few are able to rush into a new world without regard to the past, abandoning the guarantees of their usual way of life and not thinking about everyday bread. In many ways, because of this rudiment of the human psyche, the Earth's transition to the fifth dimension has been so delayed, in which there is no place for fear as the lowest vibrational energy in the universe. That's what will stop there today. The Father Absolute who loves you immeasurably spoke to you.